friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rhonda and this is a little bit of everything homestead. Today, Scott and I are going to unbox a delivery that I got from the local nursery about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. We went to, not a local, probably an hour away, hour and a half away. We went to a nursery looking for trees for the driveway garden. And we went online to their website and we ordered some trees and some plants. So today we are going to unbox them. We aren't going to put them in the ground right away because we're not exactly sure where we want them. So Scott is in the barn getting some dirt and some containers, and we are going to box these trees up. Okay, Scott is back from the barn. He got the pots, and now we're going to unbox the trees. The trees that I ordered were our Autumn Blaze Red Maples, and I think there might be 3 of them. I'm pretty sure I ordered 3, so let's open the box. Oh, they're big. They're tall. They're a bare root.
Yep. It says Autumn Blaze Maple. Got the right ones.
Nice.
So looks like they're just in some sphagnum moss to keep them somewhat wet. And they're in a dormant state. So what our plan will be to I didn't know what size pots to get. So now that I'm seeing them, we'll have to evaluate whether I can use the pots. I just grabbed a bunch of different sizes, but we might have having to go with like a 5-gallon pail, because our problem is not that we don't want to put them in the ground right away, but we don't know exactly where we're going to put them. We know that's going to be over by the barn or that region, so when you come in the driveway in the fall you see them, but it's in the unknowing stage yet, so we don't want to plug them in the ground then dig them up because they're in the wrong spot. So in the meantime, we're going to put them in some pots. We're going to get them going, leafing out. You can actually see if you come up close, they got tons of little buds on them. They have buds. So they're ready for some live action.
Nice. All right, let's get them potted up. The bucket size that we grabbed is very similar to this peach tree that we have. So we thought
the trees are very similar in size. So we're hoping that these will work. You know, if you kind of put them next to them, they're just maybe a little bit taller. So we'll have to kind of gauge it, see where the roots are.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell in there.
This bucket is very similar to that bucket. Can you move the trees there? See? And that tree is about the same size.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take them out of the bag here, and then we'll just have to play around with what they look like.
Oh yeah, look at all those roots. Wow.
Yeah, so it looks like the root is like this much. So I think might have to get some like 5-gallon pails. Yeah. And modify those because it's a little short, because it looks like the top of the soil will go right to here, and they're longer than this here itself. So 5-gallon buckets it is. Yeah, and I brought one. I know we have extras, and they're just.
Should we do a test run?
Yeah. So this is where our thought is. Even this, if we go from the bottom of the root ball, let's say if I bump it up to the box there, this is even just about the right height that we can have them in there. So I'm guessing that I'll just have to punch a few holes in the bottom of the bucket so that there's some drainage, and then we'll go about planting them. Okay. While
Scott is going to get some more buckets, I also got, let me see where my little tag is. I got some plants from them too. I got a hosta. Hang on. I got a hosta, and let me read the tag here. I got a Ooh La La hosta, an Empress Woo hosta, Hanarina Jobert. Ooh, I don't know. I'm not pronouncing that right. Anemone. And then I got the autumn blaze maples. So let's open this box. Here. And see the fun plants for the garden. I've wanted to grow anemones for 2 years now, and I got them in white. Oh, look at the hostas. They have them in these plastic containers. Look at that. Nice. So this is, let's see here. This is the Woo La La. And I think I got 2 of each. Empress Woo and the Woo La La. I think I got 2 of each. So they come, oh, they're heavy. There's 2 of them in this one. And then those are the hostas. So let's see. Oh, these must be the anemones. A bare root, and then you just plant them right in the garden. Look at the roots on them. And there's like a, I don't know, a little ball. So they must go, like this is the root, and then can you see the little plant in there? Oh, fun! And I got 3 of those, 3 anemones, and then I got 1, 2, 3 Woo La La, and then I got 2 Empress Woos. And I'll put those in the dirt later. All right, Scott's back with the trees, or Scott's back with the buckets. So let's plant the trees.
Buckets. This blue one is an oddball, but it didn't have a handle, so I figured it'd be perfect for this job. I grabbed my drill, my drill, put a drill bit in there, and now I'm just gonna punch basically a hole in the center and 4 or 5 around the outside, just so it can drain water and doesn't hold it. So it should be a pretty easy, straightforward process. Step, now the holes are drilled, we're going to I'll clip the bands holding them all together, and we'll kind of start fitting them into the pot and making some adjustments. I'm just going to use potting soil because there's a little bit of nutrients in there. It won't get so, it shouldn't pack so tight like dirt would, is my thinking behind it. I've never planted a tree before, in a 5-gallon pail, so that's what we're going to do.
Wow, look at that root ball. Nice. Now, do we need to put anything in the bottom of the bucket?
I don't think so. I'm just wondering if I can, just kind of get them in there, essentially something like that, and just kind of let them just get dirt and soil in there to get them to go. Yeah,
and they're not going to be in there long, just maybe a month or 2 until we find out where we want to put them, and then we will put them in the ground.
Right. They need to be planted essentially.
Yeah, it's temporary.
Yep.
Okay, let's plant one.
So we have the root ball I've kind of propped it, I spaced out as best I could, and now my goal is to kind of start from the bottom up and just kind of pack the soil or the potting soil around the roots as it kind of comes up. Rhonda's just kind of holding it in the right position.
How far up are we gonna go?
Well, the root, there's a root right here coming out. You can see it, right? The little roots.
Oh, yeah.
So I was gonna go up to about halfway up this part right here. It looks like it might be a graft. No, or at least not a graft, but they pruned it at some point. So I'm thinking as long as, you know, the soil is below this point right there, we're gonna be good.
That little knob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere in there, give or take.
And that won't hurt it at all.
No, it shouldn't. So I'm not trying to pack it super tight, but I'm on it so it doesn't fall over either.
Right, so it's not willy-nilly in the wind.
Right, and we're gonna have it kind of protected in the by the driveway over here, so that will help a little bit as well. I think I'm basically done. So what we'll do, we have our gorilla cart, and it holds water, so we could put water in the top and the bottom, so we can fill up the gorilla cart a little bit.
Yeah.
And that way it'll suck up water from the top and bottom to really saturate them, is what I was thinking. So we'll start with the top, you know, dumping some in there.
We'll plant the other two and then put them in the gorilla cart and put water them from the top, but also from the bottom.
Yeah, so it's gonna keep pulling the water up for a day or so, so everything is completely saturated.
Yeah, because they're probably so thirsty.
Right, they're pretty dry, but it seems pretty solid. For generally speaking, it's a little crooked, but
well, it's like we said, it's only temporary. Scott is putting water in the gorilla cart so that the trees can get water from the bottom, because we put holes in those buckets so they will soak up, because the roots are in the bottom of the bucket. They're very close. And then we will also give them a drink from the top too, because we don't know the last time in the shipping they probably didn't get, you know, anything to drink other than that little moss. So we want to make sure that they get enough water so they stay alive and stay happy. There they are. Autumn Blaze Red Maple planted.
So after we filled the, I put the water in the bottom, put water in the top, it just settled a little bit. So I'm just gonna go back and add just a couple scoops of potting soil into each bucket, just so that way, if it does settle anymore, it's gonna be good to go. You know, so that way, because there are some roots exposed on one of these. So I was like, well, we're pretty close to those roots. It only takes me a second to do that. So we're gonna do that, and they were wrapped in some sphagnum. So what I'm going to do is, once I get the potting soil finished on there, essentially I'm gonna take a little bit of this and just kind of spread it on the top to help, again, I'll try to spread it all equally amongst them. So that'll help a little bit. And I could put wood chips on the top too, again, just to prevent it drying out. And then it's gonna stay in this gorilla cart with the water for about 24 hours. So I wanna make sure that soil is nice and saturated, and then we'll pull them out and they'll be fine. And then we'll just water them every other day after that but I'm guessing they're already starting to bud out a little bit, so they're gonna pop pretty nicely here over the next week.
Well, that's it for today's video, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us as we planted up these 3 red autumn blaze maples. When we find a spot on the homestead for them, we'll make a video and let you know where we put them. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you on the next video.
See ya.
Bye, friends.